morning, Banjo Kazoo. Hey, Banjo. I discovered, I just want to show you guys something. Poor Banjo. Banjo Padook. Watch when I turn the fan on. He bolts. Somewhere along the line, someone has upset him with a fan. Hey, Bubby. I'll switch it off. But he's very frightened of fans. He doesn't like them so much so he'll try to escape. Good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. Good boy. He says, I don't know about his mum. There's another thing I've discovered about Banjo that the vet did not declare in their health check, and that is that he has a very huge problem with almost passing out when he's been running around for a couple of minutes. So I think he's got a fairly weak heart. I could be wrong, but I've got a very old Kelpie who does not have the issues that he has. He's got a few things that we're sort of learning about him. But look, we love him, and it doesn't matter. He's going to stay with us anyway. Aren't you, Banjo? So I'm worried about that fan. He's okay. Do you want to do some karaoke? We like karaoke, don't we? We might do 10 minutes of it, not much. I don't want to sing too much because I get sore. And tomorrow I'm going to be not singing at all for a few days. But yeah, it's been we're going into a heat wave today. So unfortunately, good morning, how you going? How's your weather today? We're going into a heat wave. It's going to be really hot. So I'm just getting everyone prepared. I've filled up a little pool for the dogs. I've got, everyone's waters are all filled and ready to go. I've got some ice if I need it to put into the watering bowls. You like my latte? Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I like that you come on and say hi. I'm getting used to seeing you now. It takes me a while to figure out people. I've been doing this for a couple of years now. And sometime, is it going to be hot for you today as well? Yeah. We're supposed to have, well, the town near me is supposed to be 37, which means we're going to be about 40, 41, 42 here. Which isn't like, here we can get to 46 degrees Celsius, so it's not too bad. But I can't remember. Where are you at? I think you might have told me before, but I can't remember. You're in Australia, aren't you? Oh, thank you, Javier. Am I saying it right? I don't know how to say people's names. And hi, Taryn Bailey. How you going? Yeah. They reckon the whole of Australia is going to be really bad, but apparently, right from like in Melbourne, well, Victoria, there's a couple of really huge fires at the moment. I haven't checked this morning to see what's going on with them, but there was one big grass fire yesterday. They were telling everyone to get out, and then there was another one closer heading over towards Melbourne way. So I really hope those fires are under control now. That's a big concern when you live out in the middle of nowhere, especially if you're on a road that only goes one way, like you've got no other exits but one way or the other. If you're trapped and you've got a fire on either side, you're in trouble. Let's hope those people all evacuated and that the livestock and stuff didn't suffer too much of a loss, because it's very hard to come back from these natural disasters that we have in the country, especially the bushfire season, which is tremendously frightening when you actually think about how quick it can happen. I always worry. We live on a road that does a bit of a, it's a little bit of a, what do you call it? It's a bit of a tourist drive. And we get people that have no clue, flick cigarettes out their car. I've put cigarettes out the front of my place where they've stopped out the front of my place because there's a little bit of gravel there and they can stop and check their phone out. I'm just going to clean this window. It's got the mixture for the fly spray on it. The vinegar and dishwashing soap. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Much better here. But yeah, we get people and you see them, they flick their cigarettes out straight in the grass. And it only takes a moment. So if you guys smoke and you're travelling, reconsider it, especially when you're out in the grasslands of Australia. And even if you think, oh, it looks like desert, don't worry about it. The desert can catch fire quickly too. Especially if there's any gum trees nearby. All it takes is one of them to set off. And then the next thing you know, we have a raging bushfire that's out of control, like we had with the Blue Mountains not too long ago, and we had with, oh no, it was a while ago actually, Black Saturday. My friend lives up here now, but she was down in Victoria for that, I think, and I think she was also in another one. There's been a couple of fires, bushfires, but we had one last year, no, 2 years ago, when I first started doing this. We had a bushfire about 1 kilometre from here, and I actually live streamed that one. That was pretty crazy, and at night it looked like the whole hill was just a glowing red, big glowing red mountain. It was beautiful, but whoa, it was deadly. Dangerous thing, and yeah, just not great. Hey Beard, how you going? Hi Mohammed. Hey Rocky. I've got to give everyone back their things. I went on a crazy thing. I was going to not come on here ever again. And I pretty much took everybody's things off them. I don't know what I was doing. But yeah, I took everything off people. And I was like, oh, what have I done? But yeah, it's hope you guys all had a good new year. I'm imagining it's pretty cold where you guys are now. Although, you know what, this is strange. Yesterday was a bit difficult. We had the viewing for my brother-in-law. He's in the United States. But it's winter over there. But everyone was dressed in summer clothing. They said it was really hot over there. That's North Carolina. I was like, that's really weird. I was expecting everyone to be rubbed up to the hilt and frozen and cold and everything. They weren't. They were like in summer clothing. I was like, whoa, strange. It's just weird. I know, I did what you did, Beard. I just took them from everybody and just went, I think I was going to close all my accounts off and just not come back on here. I was having a bit of a moment for a while there. I was getting social media madness. I had to stop doing it for a while. You've got to be careful because sometimes you can get so entrenched in it that it's too much. You've got to balance things. It's healthy if you have a balance. Beard, you would know this, and Rocky, you would know this because you guys do lives. Well, I've seen you doing lives now, Rocky. I don't know if you were doing them before. Can't remember. But yeah, it's this is how you spell horror. Hi Johnny Holt, you're a funny fellow. Very funny. You're welcome, Aislinn, you're welcome. I like people who try to have some humour. I think it's good. I don't mind trolls. I don't mind people having a bit of a laugh. As long as they're not targeting anybody specifically and being, really horrible. I don't mind. Doesn't bother me. No one can really troll me. I troll myself all day long. So I don't really need anyone to do it for me. I do it all the time. And in fact, my therapist told me I need to stop trolling myself and I need to start being kinder to myself. I said, well, I'm just honest about things. Like, I call it as it is, you see it as it is, and you do it as it is. You know, you can't, you're not going to pretend to yourself. I mean, if you do, you're pretty silly. So, nothing wrong with being honest with oneself. Nothing wrong with, there's nothing, listen to me. As an Australian, a lot of Australian bogan people would know this. Australians don't really care too much for much at all, except for as long as they can eat and drink something and watch a game of cricket or something like that. We're pretty laid back people. We're not that worried about how we look and stuff. A lot of people say to me, how can you not wear makeup? How can you not, you know, how can you have no teeth and not care? Well, it's very simple for me because I learned just that all you need is your food and your shelter and your water. That's pretty much all you really need. Anything else is a big plus and a big bonus. So I'm just grateful if I'm even breathing, to be honest. Oh, there's a little bird hopping around me. I don't know if you can see that little birdie. You probably can't. Hang on, where is it? There it is. Little tiny bird hopping all over the place. Looks like it's gonna. It's like a mouse. It's not a mouse though. Obviously, I just said it was a bird. It's a bird. You got to laugh at yourself, guys. This is the thing. There's too many people, and I see it everywhere. Everywhere I go, I see it. There's too many people in love with their own images. Like, they literally are in love with their image. I have an aversion to mirrors. I'm a bit like a vampire. I don't like looking in them. If I can avoid one, I will, like the plague. I just don't like seeing my own reflection. There's a couple of reasons why, but one, I don't like that I look like my parents because they weren't good people. And the other one is I just don't like looking in the mirror. Especially if you have to go into a shop and there's mirrors in there. I really hate that. And you can't escape them. Like if you're in Kmart or something and they've just got mirrors all over the place. It's like, oh my God, did I just see myself? And you will literally try to run past the mirrors. I've seen other people do it. I'm not the only one who has an aversion to mirrors. And then there are other people who clearly should have an aversion to mirrors, but they don't. They just stand there looking at themselves for hours on end. It's funny. My son works in a Big W shop, and he said, and he has cerebral palsy, so he's, you know, he's a little bit, well, he's actually quite bright, but he looks different. He has a right side hemiplegia, so his arm and leg aren't normal. He has a limp, but he can walk, hey. They told me he'd never walk, but he walks. But anyway, he has told me in the past that there are certain people that come into the Big W just to go and look at themselves in the change room mirrors. Seriously. To check themselves out in the change room mirrors. They don't take anything with them. They just go in there. And they spend 10 minutes looking at themselves and then they come out. It's like, you're kidding. I can't even be in there for the whole shop for 10 minutes. I run when I go shopping. I hate it. I don't like shops. I don't like going to the town. It's not fun. And it's actually getting very confusing now because actually now, in the towns that I go to, I'm starting to notice an increase in non-speaking English, people that don't speak English. So it's getting real confusing now because there's a lot of people that don't speak English in them. And they'll bump into you and stuff and they'll speak in their language and tell you something and you don't know what they're saying. You just have to assume it's probably not good. So you just nod and say, yeah, oh yeah, sorry. Even if you aren't at fault, usually it's them banging into you. They don't really, they kind of stand, I don't know, they look on their phones all day. They don't do anything good. You get shocked sometimes at people being shocked by loving yourself. Yeah. And Johnny says, I never understand why when you put makeup on, men don't put makeup on. Yeah, I don't. Well, men do wear makeup a lot now, actually. I've been seeing a lot of men who wear makeup. it baffles me because I don't need it. I just say to myself, I'm going outside, I'm going to get shit-faced covered in mud very soon. What's the point? I can look like Al Jolson sometimes, but instead of the white face, I have the, says the black face, like, yeah, no, I have the black face instead of my face being white. It turns literally black with all the dirt. And I can spend maybe 2 or 3 hours out there, if I'm doing horses in particular. When I come in, I'm a different colour. So what's the point of wasting money on expensive makeup when I can just go out there and do it for free? And pretty much get a full-on tan that will last until I have a wash. It's pretty good. Like, actually, I will deliberately put clay on myself in summer if there's mosquitoes. I just follow what the horses do. If there's any water in the creek, I'll go down and pop some clay on me because it works. It's better than any repellent you'll ever have. And it feels really cool. When it dries on you and you look like a cracked up dirt monster, it's pretty cool. It's a cool sensation. I love it. I'm a bit strange, but it's natural, see? Yeah, but you're not, yeah, but Beard, you're not like, let me say, you're not a lovo. You're not one of those, you're not a narcissist. You know how you get the people that are complete narcissists that just, they'll like knock an old lady out of the way to get a selfie of themselves. Like they'll just elbow them. I'm talking about these people that are like that have no consideration for other people. There's good ways to love oneself, but there's narcissistic ways to love oneself. You love yourself in a good way because you don't allow people to control what you think or what you do. You have your own mind. And a lot of people don't, a lot of the ones that are in love with their own image don't have their own mind. They're following a trend that they think is going to get them somewhere. But the problem is when everybody's doing the same thing, it gets you nowhere. And then the real beauty starts to show in the people that don't follow and the people that actually do what they want to do for themselves. That's where there's a difference. And there's also a difference between actual real self-love and care, which is where you know that you need, like say, okay, so we recently had a death in the family and it's been very, very hard. And there was a moment there a week or so ago where I couldn't talk about it anymore. I couldn't sit and listen about it anymore. I just had to remove myself. And that was me doing self-love and self-care. And it wasn't, and I explained to the people I had to remove myself from why I had to remove myself. It was nothing to do with them or the person who had passed away. It was, I just couldn't mentally cope with the whole thing at the time. And I just needed to sit down and do something that took my mind away from everything. And that is like that is a proper self-care, self-love. It's not that you're doing it because you're trying to harm anybody. You're doing it because you have to do something to preserve oneself so that you don't go into a world of mental ill health. So there's a lot of different ways of viewing it, you know. My words for the day, be kind to everyone. Nothing is guaranteed yet, 100%, but one thing for sure is we will all miss someone or something we love in our lifetime. Take care. Thank you, Johnny. Yeah, that's very good words for today. That's really good. You should come on here regularly and give a word of the day. But yeah, this is the thing. Everybody has, we're all different. And I'm old now, so I'm learning this. It took me a few years to figure it out because I'm a bit slow. But I'm learning that in order to get peace, you must sometimes remove yourself from things, whether it be social media, whether it be family. But you can do it in a nice way where you can be kind about it and not attack anybody. Put it back onto, hey, it's me, I need space, and it's nothing to do with you. I'm just not coping as well as I'd like to be. And I'll get back in touch with you when I'm coping a bit better. And I love you, and let them know you love them, and leave it at that. My kids do it to me all the time. They'll be like, Mum, I'm just not up to it today. I've been working. Yep, okay. I have no problem. I never take it personally when somebody needs time for themselves because I fully understand it. I'm a mum of 5. I had 5 children in 7 years when I was very young. By the time I was 25, I had 5 children. So I understand getting some peace for oneself and needing to replenish the batteries of life so that we can all keep going. And I understand the absolute necessity for laughing at oneself and for laughing at calamities that most people would think it was horrific that you're laughing at. But sometimes you've got to find something funny in things that are sometimes horrific. But when you do that, it's a way of your brain preserving yourself so that you can live to see another day and not, get yourself into balls of anxiety and aggravation, which is what I did for like 40-something years. But learning not to do it now. Yeah, treasure what you have today. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Yep. Never be in a hurry and live life. Exactly. Well said. Hi, Rhonda. How you doing? It can be hard not to be full of it with it. In this day and age, it can be. It can be. I think we're filled with a lot of stuff these days. We've given a lot of emotions because we're shown a lot of things on social media. The news is really depressing. I avoid the news if I can help it, especially when it's about Anthony Albanese, the Prime Minister of Australia, who nobody likes. And now Australia's got hate speech laws, so if you tell anybody that no one likes him, there's a good chance you'll end up in prison, which is ridiculous because this was supposed to be a free country. But unfortunately, I'm learning it's not. Yeah, so don't move to Australia. Stay where you are. It is no better here. It's actually probably worse. Don't come over here. Unless you're coming on a holiday and you've got a lot of money for cigarettes, number one. Around $500 for a carton of cigarettes. And I'm not kidding, look it up. Look it up. The cheapest are about $350 a carton. So yeah, I showed Beard all this the other day. It's insane. If you're an alcohol drinking person, expect to pay 2 to 3 times what you pay in your own country when you get here. The taxes here are the highest, probably one of the highest set of taxes in the world. I think we rank number 3 in the world for taxes. So, and the stupid thing is we're spending it on things that are really not helpful. So I better stop being political or I'm going to go to jail. Mind you, if I went to jail, I'd get much better dental help. They'd probably put me under straight away and take the rest of my teeth out and I'd be feeling fantastic. Then they'd probably do everything in their power to try to give me whatever they could to help me be able to eat. I'd probably be better off. And hey, they've got a great art program. I know someone whose son went to prison and he ended up making an absolute fortune out of art. They gave him the best of everything in all these art supplies. I was like, gee, if I had all that stuff, I would have been famous by now, possibly. But no. I have the $2 paints from the dollar shop and some canvases that I bought second-hand. So all my paintings have 2 or 3 paintings underneath them because they've all been painted over. I might discover something really profound if I pull some of the paintings apart. Could be like another Da Vinci Code inside my house. Wouldn't that be fun? Might point to something, I don't know what, but it could be something here. I did find, and this is like legit, I found a collar that belonged to it was tied to a tree. It was a human collar that they would have used to lock a prisoner to a tree on my property. See, where I am used to be a gold mining hub. If we reversed and went back 200 years, where I am now, or maybe 170 years, this would just be thriving. There'd be little huts all over here, heaps of them, literally thousands of people, all along the creek bank, right along the whole property would be covered in people and go up and around the bend. So we find relics often around here. I found an arrow tip once. It was a very strange one. It was made out of like a rock. And I don't know how old that was, but I was comparing it to some arrow tips that I saw on a historical site thing, and it was quite similar. So I don't know where they came from. I don't know what what they were. I don't think they were Aboriginal as in when Australia was not part of Pangaea. I think they were from way back. Because they didn't really do bows and arrows, I don't think. Like, they just did spears and boomerangs. And a few other little clubby, they had some club things that they used to make. A little similar to the Pacific Islanders with their weapons. But not like the European arrows and weapons or the African weapons. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I'm pretty stupid. But anyway. And Johnny says, everyone will make mistakes, but it's from mistakes that we learn. Yeah, exactly. Be strong and never surrender. I absolutely agree. That is expert advice. We do need to be very strong in life and don't surrender. If you believe in something, if you have a value, if you have a set of values, don't compromise them for another person, no matter what. Don't let your values go. Hold on to them. Hold on to your culture. Australia's a bit weird because our culture's kind of dead now. I saw something today that was really disturbing. I saw a train station. I saw Melbourne station in Melbourne, like the main train station. I thought I was watching a different country. I've been out of the city for a while now, almost 14 years since I lived in a suburb of Sydney, and I forget that it's very different in the cities. Where I am here, it's very, well, there's no one. There's no one to see. You don't see anything except horses and stuff. And there's diversity with them, of course. We've got a red-coloured horse. We've got one that changes into about 6 different colours a year. Grey and chocolate brown and I don't know what colour you'd call it. Varnish roan horse. We've got a buckskin. We've got a bay. And we've got a something else. I don't know what she's called. She looks like an Oreo biscuit. Palouse. She's a Palouse. So I've got diversity here. But I am noticing in the bigger towns now, there's a lot of people that don't speak English. And that's a bit scary when they're this far out. Because you don't expect it, see? It's a bit strange. It's almost like living in Sydney again. And I don't want to live in Sydney style area. I didn't enjoy it. And I didn't like the city. I didn't like the big concrete jungles, put it that way. But you just got to make the best of what you can, I suppose. I'm extremely blessed. I get this view every day. I get to have a cup of tea looking at this view. And if you have a look at it, I'll zoom in a bit. There's a little pony over there. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. You're right about that. Don't overspend money. You're right. Because a lot of people getting into debt. I don't do credit cards. I don't do credit. If I haven't got the money to pay for something, I just don't have it. I save and I save and I save. My bills are all in advance. I pay a year in advance, sometimes 2 years in advance, depending on the different types of bills. But I'm always in advance. That way, if anything happens, my family won't suffer. If I drop dead, they've got at least a year minimum of bills paid up that they don't have to worry about. Like electricity bills and rates and things like that. It is wise to, now see, this is the thing. It is wise to plan ahead for certain things, but other things, it's better to take a day at a time. You don't go too far ahead, because if you go too far ahead, something could happen, and then if your plans are all obliterated, you might get depressed. So don't do that. Only plan stuff like bills that you know are coming. You can pay them in advance. That's not a problem. Put aside a nest egg and bank up a bit for a rainy day when something goes wrong, like your car needs fixing, or even just, your water pump might explode or something like that. That happens to me often. But if you can at least save even $25 a week, will add up. Well, anything will add up. $5 a week will add up. It won't give you much at the end of the year, but it's only $250. If you bank $5 a week, $10 is 500 and something. 520 bucks a year. $100 is $5,200 a year. That's a lot of money to save. Most people can't save $100 in a month, let alone a week. The silly thing is, there are people that are earning $3,000 and $4,000 a week, and they can't make ends meet because of the cost of living. But I say to myself, be basic. Buy the cheapest thing you can. Buy in bulk. If you have neighbours who you can all sort of put in, you can go to the bigger places and buy in bulk, and all the neighbours can put in, and you can save like 70% on some things. Get some chickens if you can. 1 or 2 chooks will do. I've got only 3 hens and 3 roosters. Unfortunately, that's all I have left. But I get enough eggs to keep me going. And I can make cakes and things out of them. They pay for themselves back. It's cheaper for me to have chickens, even though I've got to pay for their food. It's cheaper for me to do that than it is to buy a carton of eggs. It's $10 for 12 eggs where I am. $10 for 12 eggs. That's the cheapest. What stocks should you buy? Oh, do you know what? A while ago I would have put you on to one that was really good, but you would have lost. But it wouldn't have cost you anything. You would have spent $500 and that would have been the biggest risk you would have had. There was some stock in a mining company. It looked like they were going to go ahead, but they got shunned back. But there's another mining company that's taken over now, but its stock went through the roof. I picked the wrong company. It wasn't a good idea. I do love the stock market. I used to watch it all the time. I haven't actually been watching it lately, but I used to get the stock market right a lot. I'm also a massive watcher of real estate. As a matter of fact, I love real estate so much. My daughters own their own home because I picked a house that I knew was going to double in price within 12 months. I told them to invest in it. If I had had the money, I would have invested in it, but I didn't. But they invested in it, and they kept it for just about 15, 16 months, and they sold it for double what they paid for it. So they did really well. I did tell my son to buy a property, but he didn't listen to me. Had he have done it, he would have made $600,000 in 2 years. He didn't listen to me. He thought I was kidding. I showed him, and then I showed him later on, yep, this is what it's just sold for now. You could have had that. But he thought it was better to try to look and buy in Sydney, in a bigger suburb, like that's going to be faster growing. But we've had the boom where I am now. It's not going to boom anymore now. It's going backwards. And they're talking about putting the interest rates back up again. Now imagine all these people who have just gone and spent $1 million on a house, thinking the interest rates are going to go down because the government said that they were going to go down. Now they're going to go up. They're talking about 2 to 3 rate increases in the next 6 months. That's a lot. So if they put it up 0.25%, 3 is almost a full percent. Now that makes a big difference when you have $1 million loan. And most people are given $1 million loan outright without even, some don't even have to pay a deposit. They'll give you no deposit home loans. And they want you to be in debt because they want you to fail, because that makes their economy drive. The more that they can bankrupt people, for some weird reason, I don't know how it works, but they bankrupt people, and then for some weird reason that drives the economy. I don't know how that works. It's baffling to me. I'm not an accountant. I just watch the stock market and the real estate. But being frugal is good. Costco, you're going to buy Costco shares. We've got Costco over here, but I don't think it does very well, the actual shop. The shares might. Something that was a great thing to have shares in years ago was the NRMA, which is our National Roads and Maritime Australia Service, NRMA. They basically are now a huge insurance company. They used to be there predominantly to help motorists. But I think it's National, I can't remember what it's called, NRMA. I won't talk to them anymore because they did me a dirty. My house got completely screwed over and they wouldn't pay the insurance. They told me I needed to go through the local council to get the insurance. They refused to pay it. I just didn't have the money to contest it, so I ended up, I paid them for 20-something years, thousands and thousands of dollars in insurance, and then when they should have paid out, they refused. And I saw there were about 20 other people in my town who was with them, and they also didn't get their insurance paid out. Don't go through the NRMA if you're in Australia. They will not pay you out. Get AAMI. I've never really claimed anything from AAMI or anything like that. I don't claim things if I can help it because I know that it puts everyone else's premiums up. But I know people who claim every 5 minutes, and they're with AAMI, and they'll claim a bird shit on their house and they'll claim it. And literally they'll get paid. It's crazy. I don't understand how it works. But this is the thing. Insurance companies are only as good as what they'll do at the moment, in the moment of it. Sometimes they'll pay up and sometimes they won't. I remember what happened in Queensland with the floods with Suncorp, and now nobody up there in those flood zones can get insurance at all. So it's kind of hard on Australians because you want to buy a house, but you have to be able to insure the house or you can't get a mortgage. Then if you've got a mortgage and they remove your insurance from the area because there's been a natural disaster, then they can forfeit your mortgage and demand that you pay the lump sum outright. Well, nobody can do that. People have their homes taken away because they can't get insurance because too many people claim for shitty things that they shouldn't be claiming for. And the companies pay out in rich areas. They'll pay you out if you're in a rich area. If you live in a poorer area, they'll do everything to get out of having to pay for anything because they think that your mentality is going to be you're not entitled. Richer people feel more entitled, so therefore the insurance company is afraid of them. I know this because the person I knew lived in a rich area, was very hoity-toity and very much entitled to anything and everything. And whenever they put in a claim, they got it. And even if they were knocked back, they would fight it and fight it and fight it and write to ombudsmen and do this and do that. And they always got paid. And it baffled me because I lost half my goddamn front of my house in a raging storm and didn't get a cent. And that was really crazy. But good on them for being able to rot the system. But hey, I'm paying the price for it. My premiums went up because of those people. So do the right thing by fellow Australians. If it doesn't, if it's really not serious, fix it yourself. Get the cheapest insurance policy you can so you're not stuck paying for things that you're never going to be able to claim or get. Never set your goals too high. There will be less disappointment. Yeah, take small steps to get to your goal. Exactly. That's good. Hi, Virigi Sumbly. Sorry if I said that wrong. I'm not great at figuring out. Yeah, Australia does have horrible rates. I mean, put this way, we had it a lot worse. Back in the 80s and very late 80s, early 90s, the late 80s was the home fund disaster where, and I was only a young kid then, but I remember it well, the interest rates on home loans were up at 17, 18%. So imagine that. So when we're complaining about 6 or 7%, they're looking and going, oh, you didn't live in the 80s, you don't know what it's like. But also the price of houses and the affordability of your house compared to your wage was a lot better. Back then, it was far cheaper to buy a house than it was to rent. So most people owned. Now, well, it's actually cheaper to rent. It's getting ridiculous. The median house price in Australia, I read the other day, was $880,000. But if you move into the city areas like Melbourne and Sydney, it's over 1 million. It's 1.2 million in Sydney. Melbourne's about 1.1 million. Adelaide's a bit lower. They're down to like between 750 and 800,000. But the median is 880,000. You've never met anyone who's travelled the world. I don't think I've met anybody who's gone past here. Except you guys. You just don't get out much. Galapagos Islands. They got those awesome turtles in the Galapagos Islands. I love watching nature documentaries with, what's his name? Oh, help me. He's famous. Attenborough, David Attenborough. Yeah, I love watching him. He's very old now. His wife passed away not too long ago. Oh, it might have been a year or two ago. I can't remember, but David Attenborough has always been one of my favourite people to listen to and to watch. He's got an exceptionally good narration voice, but the way that he describes things, he has an extreme, it's passion, but it's controlled. It's not like Steve Irwin, who couldn't control his passion. He got too super excited. He couldn't help it. He got way over the top excited. I'm a bit more like a Steve Irwin rather than a David Attenborough. I get super excited about really stupid stuff. Actually, sometimes I get super excited about just standing still in the sun. I did it the other day. I stood still in the sun and I felt like power was going through me, because the sun was so powerful, hot. It was like being a solar panel, except I got sunburnt. But it was, you felt you could feel your body get the power of the sun go through it, just completely igniting it. It was, I wished I had been doing a live stream. I could have described it while I was doing it. But I remember just this constant warmth just slamming me. I thought, this is wonderful. I stood there for about 10 minutes and I realised I was getting burnt and I had to get inside and I had to stop the whole exercise. But I have moments where I just realise the earth. I don't know if that happens to you guys. Like, you might just stand outside with no shoes on for a bit and there might be a bindi or something in your foot and it might hurt. But you'll realise at that moment, oh my God, I'm on a living planet. I'm spinning around in the... How fast are we going? I don't even know. We're spinning in an infinite universe, from what we can tell. I don't even know if it has an end. But we're spinning around. It's so many kilometres an hour. I think it's 1,000 kilometres an hour or something that we're spinning. And all these creatures are clinging on. We've been pushed on here by gravity. If gravity stops, we're all gone. Bye-bye, out in space, off we go. I think about things like that. And I've got to stop thinking about the space and cosmos and things like that, because I get too into it and then I can't stop. And then I'm like Steve Irwin when he's going on about crocodiles, except it's about outer space and the infinity symbol. Which I don't want to start on that, and I just did, so I've got to stop. I'm making a cup of tea. I'll be back. You can probably hear me chattering in the background. It's a fascinating thing. Steve Irwin is my dream person to fish with. Gary Busey. Oh, I love Gary Busey. He is like my type of person. I like people who are strange. Like he's classed as a bit strange, and he'll just tell it like it is. And Christopher Walken, I love him. Love Christopher Walken. I don't really like Jack Nicholson. I liked his acting, but as a person, I don't like Jack Nicholson. I don't. I don't know why. I haven't really met him. I shouldn't judge him, but from what I've seen as an actual person away from his movies, he just seems a bit mean. He's probably not my cup of tea. He's a brilliant actor though, that I can say. I'm going to have a Milo. I'm going to try to have a Milo. I've got sugar ants everywhere. It's weird because they don't never come inside unless it's extreme heat or extreme cold. Rain. So I think it's going to be even more hotter than what we thought. We're supposed to have well, the town down the road is 37, which means we'll be about 41, 42. Higher fire danger today. Extreme fire danger, as a matter of fact. I've got to be careful. And I'm watching the roads all the time in case somebody throws a cigarette out and causes a grass fire next to my place, because I'll be ready with a hose. If it happens, I'll be ready. I've got to also start practicing some fire drills and start getting these horses practiced for in case we've got to get out of here. I don't like my chances right now. Banjo, Poppet, what are you doing? Oh my God, what have you done? Have you done something? I need a banjo. Come on, banjo. Oh, poor puppy. Alright, I'm making this Milo. Milo's really cool. Well, it's actually hot, but it's really a nice drink. They do sell Milo in the United States, so if you do want to test and have some Milo, they do sell it. Apparently, they have it at Costco. What's that other shop that you guys have? You've got Costco and then you've got something else. You guys have Aldi, don't you? The German factory, Aldi, the German grocery supermarket. We've got Aldi. We've got Woolworths and Coles. We've got Bilo. Jewel Food Store used to be there. I don't think there's any left now. I used to work at Jewel Food Store, Blacktown, many moons ago. I was a young whippersnapper. Now don't even know what's down in Blacktown anymore. It's a very different place to what it was maybe 30 years ago, 40 years ago. Yeah, it's chocolate drink. I'll show you. I've got the Milo here. This is what Milo. Here's a can of Milo. It's a malt energy drink. I buy it in a kilo because that's a big one, because we go through it like crazy, even in summer. So it has 8 vitamins and minerals. Well, we don't believe any of that. We don't believe what it says, but apparently you can enjoy it hot or cold. And they say 3 teaspoons of Milo to cold water or milk. But don't boil it. Don't boil the milk, or you'll burn yourself. It's got malt barley, malt, I'm trying to get it, extract of malt barley and rice, milk solids, sugar, cocoa, chocolate milk blend, minerals, calcium and iron, and vitamin C, B3, B6, B2, D, B12. Contains gluten and milk soy. Yeah. Stored in a cool, dry place. Well, that's a bit hard to do when you live in Australia, because it's never a cool, dry place. It's always a hot place. Kroger, massive grocery chains, tons of stores under their umbrella. Never heard of them. I've heard of Kogan, which is an online shop that a lot of Australians use. But I've never heard of Kroger. Is that German as well? Kroger. It could be German. Polish or something. I don't think it's Russian. I had a friend once called Lenka Pavlovsky. I just remembered her. I don't know why. We worked at the Leonard's Chicken shop at Mount Druitt. Then the boss decided he was going to feel her up, so I attacked him. He wasn't expecting that. Needless to say, I lost my job. I was only 16 at the time. I didn't appreciate him being a pervert. I was lucky because I was like not pretty, but Lenka was a pretty girl, and so he decided to let his wandering hands go where they shouldn't be, and upset the poor girl. And there was another young lady there who he also did the same thing to. He didn't touch me, but I certainly punched him in the face, and then I got in trouble with the police because but they let me go once I described why, and he didn't deny it either. But he owned the Leonard's Chicken. I'm trying to remember what his damn name was. If I can remember his name, I'll tell you his damn name. Let me think about that. Oh, I don't mind exposing somebody who's like that. A predator. I'll call their names out. I don't care. I'll suffer the consequences of calling their names out. Actually, Queensland, the state of Queensland's made a new bill. You can name and shame them. You can, and they'll tell you where they live. They'll give you their address. Name, address, everything now. So you can make sure your kids are safe. It's good, eh? They need to do it in New South Wales, they need to do it in Victoria, South Australia, Western Australia, and Tasmania and the ACT. All need to follow suit. Yeah, it's nourishing. It's pretty nourishing, Milo. I'm going to go in here and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm changing spots. Hi, buddy. Yeah. Hold on, bud. Hold on, my boy. Don't try and drink the Milo. No. He's a good boy. Let's have a look at the view out this window for a minute. And I'm going to have a look out there. Nice over that side too. Pretty dry though. Look, it's pretty dry over there. It might break. It might fall down. Right. Come on, buddy. I'm just going to take Banjo out here. Come here, bud. I should know that song. I can't remember it. But that's alright. It happens. That's what happens. Now, I'm coming over here. Sing. Hi, how you going? Hope all is well. I'm just moving to a different area. I'm going to try and start doing I'm going to do a little karaoke, I think, in a minute. Before it gets too hot. Might let Puppy out for a moment. Actually, Pup, do you want to go out and do those chores for a minute? Actually, I can't let you out right now. If I do, hold on. We'll go out for a walk outside first. Let's go outside. Puppy out. So he can go and do what he needs to do. Hold on a second. I don't know what I'm waiting for. There we go. Okay, open. Just going to try and get that downloaded. All right, come on, buddy. Let's go out and take you out. Get what you need done. Go for a run, boy. Starting to warm up out here now. I'm feeling it. He's taken off. Where you going, bub? Where you going? Banjo, where you going? The other day I had to leave him the entire day because I had to go to the hospital for a bit. And I was worried. But he did really well. He didn't do anything crazy or stupid. He was actually well behaved, which is good. And he gets along good with the other dogs now, which is even better. But they're actually, I've got to watch out today because I've got the electricity man coming to read the meter. He's eating some grass. He must be feeling a bit cook. Probably the heat. You going to have some grass, Bubby? Off you go. Go on. Ready? Go, go, go. Go for a walk. Oh, I've got to let the horse out. Forgot about that. Oh, trying to drink my Milo. Not burn myself much. I don't know where I put my shoes. I've locked myself out of my shoes. Hang on. I'm not walking over there without shoes on. I'll get bingies in my feet. I'm too sore if I do that. A lot of birds out this morning. That's a good thing. All right, let me get my shoes. Where are they? I had them. Now, I've got to watch out because I can't just leave the Milo lying around because Banjo might come and drink it. Oh, I've got to turn the fan off. He doesn't like the fan. He gets upset by it. Where is my... Look who's here, snoozing. You snooze, you lose, buddy. Hey, chappy. Little Chapo, what you doing? I'll have to name the next cat I ever get after the Venezuelan president. I've got El Chapo, and now the president of Venezuela, who was captured. I'm not really sure what is happening, but apparently it's a bit of a mixed reaction over there. I'm not getting involved. I've got a good friend that lives over there, and I hope he's okay. I hope he's doing all right. It's a pretty scary, Hey, buddy. You ready? We're going to let Zara out. Good boy. Good boy. Let's go. Let's go. We'll go and let the horse, not the cat, the horse out. Ah. Milo is so nice. Rightio, let's go. I actually could have called Banjo Milo because he looks the colour of Milo, sort of. Not really. It could possibly pretend he looks like Milo. Come on. He looks like Milo before it gets milk in it. Deep chocolate brown. All right, let's get out. Got to take my Barbie cup with me. Oh, how's Fanny? I've been neglecting my unicorn. I haven't even, actually, Banjo got Willow and tossed Willow around a bit. So Willow got a little bit tossed about, but I got her off of him. He didn't kill her, thank God. He's bloody naughty. Then he went after my chicken, my toy chicken. Got that, which my daughter gave me, and she came, Bonnie, the one who's 23 going on 7. She gave me a chicken toy. It's so nice. I sleep with it every day. It's a good shape because it's round, and it kind of just is really cool. Rightio, you ready, my lovely? Let's have a look at your sore leg today. Make sure it's all good again before we let you out. Have a bit, no, hang on. I know what you're doing, sweetheart. Let me see. Oh, okay, so now, right. All right, so now see that? It's almost come off. It's just hanging. But that's healing nicely. Look at that. That's healing good. So yesterday that wasn't all shriveled up like that. You can see there's a bit of hair. That looks good. That skin underneath has only a little bit of blood there. And that's all right. That's not a bad thing. So that's good. Not Priya. Not Priya's place. Hi. How are you? Oh. G'day. So, this is going to look attractive to a Kelpie. Because there's something hanging. I don't want to pull it off, and I'm not going to. She'll get that when she's ready. But that is healed really nicely. Good girl. That's very good. And she's let me touch me, so that's good. Good girl. Get back. Back out. He can't be in here because he'll get hammered by her. Give me a second. I'm going to get him to come over. Come on, Banjo, let's go. Let's go. Now she can come out. Good boy, stay there. Hold on. What am I doing? Don't go behind the horse. You'll get kicked. Good boy. Let's go. Come on. Come on. We've got another horse being an idiot over here. Toki, no more. He's actually slimming down nicely now. He's in with Ellie. Ellie's taken all the... Watch out, Banjo. Ellie, watch you. Ellie's taken all the food off him. So he's not getting as... He was being a pig with Zara and taking all her food. So he's not able to do that anymore. He's behaving himself nicely. Plenty has been better without someone who has it evidently around. Yeah, that's right. Well, you're better off. That's for sure. You're better off. If people don't like me, I don't want them near me. That's the thing. There's no point in having people who hate you around you. If they hate you, they should just be gone. Don't go there. Good boy. Good boy, sit down. Sit down. I hope the horse doesn't scare the meter man. He's tipping everything up. What are you doing, Zara? Tipping everything over. I don't know what she's doing over the back there. Yeah, well that's it. You know when people, you know it. I mean, you can feel it when people don't like you. You can feel it. It's a sense. And never ignore the gut instinct. Always listen to it. Because honestly, I think that gut instinct is right down in the DNA. We know it. It's there because of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of genetic pass downs from people who have been and done and seen and had happen, and it teaches us. And so if we see or recognise it, it's genetically built into us to recognise, and that's where the gut instinct is. Hey, Toki, you're a bit bored, I know, but listen, mate. I can't let you out with Zara because you'll probably rip her saw up. He looks really good. I've been meaning to start him in doing a cart soon, but it's that hot. I think I'm going to have to wait until we get rid of summer and we go a bit more into winter, and then I'll do an extensive 3 weeks or 4 weeks of carting and break him right in, and he'll be ready then. And then we don't know what will happen with him. I don't know if he'll stay here or if he'll go somewhere else. He's a sort of pony. He needs something to do. So I might just use him for mail runs and go down to the post office daily with him like I used to do with Chelsea, my other horse. She was a little mini cross Shetland that I used to take down to the post office on a daily basis. Good little horse. What about you, Miss Ellie? There's a bit of a nice breeze actually happening right now. It's hot when you're in the sun. There's a nice breeze happening. They're watching the puppies playing in the water. Banjo's decided he's a water baby. Loves the water, don't you, buddy? You go for a swim? In you get. Go on, go for a swim. Is that a tadpole? That's a darn tadpole. Is it? Is that a tadpole? No, that's a seed pod. Thought that was a tadpole. It's a seed pod. There you go. He likes going in and trying to catch things in the water. Here he goes. What's he do? What have you found? You going to get it? Oh, get it. Zara, what are you after? I'm just worried about that piece of skin. I'll be happier when it comes off, because if it gets caught on anything and it pulls, she'll bolt. She'll go for a bolt. What is it? So I'm going for a swim. Stop disturbing me. Oh, good boy. When we first brought him up here and showed him the water, he did not want to go in. He was petrified. Then I took Sudi, the big dog, the old fella, up there. And Sudi got in, and as soon as Sudi got in the water, he got straight in with him. He was like, I love it. Now you can't get him out of it. He'll stay there all day if he could. Yeah, don't play that grass. That'll cut your teeth. Hey, that stuff will hurt. You'll poke yourself in the eye. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. So I'm not that dumb, Mum. I don't have a lot of faith in you, do I, bub? I'm trying. Trying hard. I'm feeling that sun on my back now and it hurts. It's boiling hot over there. It's pretty hot sun. Oh, it's hot. When you get stuck in it, I'm sitting, there's some shade, but then the seat is in the actual sun. That's me Milo. The breeze is nice at the moment, but it's starting to feel a bit of tinge of warmness. Now, the other thing that's been happening is my trees are going as if they're already going into autumn. Some of the trees are starting to act like they're going into autumn already. And we don't need that happening, because if they lose all their leaves, there'll be no shade apart from the shelter over there. I'll have to quickly get stuck in and build some more shelters around here, which I'm going to do anyway. But I just want to wait till I can actually do it. What have you got, bub? Don't eat those. No, don't eat those. Hey. Yucky. Don't eat those seed pods. They are poisonous. Don't do it. He says, all right, I won't. Now he's finding something else he can do. Yeah. It's such a nice day. It really is a good day. Hello, you. What you doing, Bubby girl? Huh? What you doing, Bubby girl? Really strange. Usually this time of year, if I put my hand up, there'd be 25,000 flies on it. We have no flies. There's none. There's some in the house every now and again, but there's maybe one or two, but there's none outside. I don't understand what's happening. Oh, no, oh, there's one. Nope. Ugh. He's going to go for a swim again. What time is it in the United States? Well, it could be several different time zones, couldn't it? So that's a bit of a silly question. What time is it in Kansas, Beard, if you're still there? Or is anybody in New York? Or anybody from Carolinas, north or south? I keep forgetting the time zones. Because I wasn't on here for a while, and I used to be pretty good at knowing the time zones, especially like Nevada and stuff. And Missouri, but now hang on. Missouri is, that's where Big Pops is from, that's right, yeah. Look what I got, Milo. Oh, she says, oh, Milo. Oh, she wants the Milo. Come on, come away from the horse. You don't want to get kicked. Good boy. I'm glad he's a bit more, he's getting more sensible. He's kind of getting an understanding about everything. He knows his perimeters and he doesn't try and leave the yard, which is good. It's good that he's sensible in that way. He doesn't try and get out of the yard. I just poured some stuff into my cup of Milo. I'm going to have to, okay. I'm going to have to push the Milo out of there because I just put hay in my Milo. That wasn't very clever. Well, something will eat it. Yeah, that'll come off eventually. There's a little bit of, I don't know what it is, but it's amazing how well her skin has recovered in such a short time. Hey, what have we got? Ready? Go get it. Oh, no. Oh, that wasn't very smart. I think I just threw it in the paddock. I did. It went over the fence. Oh, my goodness. Watch out for the electric fence, buddy. I'll get it. I'll get it. That was my fault. I'm being silly. Well, I'm trying not to get shocked. You ready? Here we go. Oh, give me that. Hey, give that back. He's going to run with it. Off he goes. Come on. He's loving his life. He's got such a big space to work with. Actually, I'm going to let the other guys out. He gets on really well with Sudi and Pup now. They've accepted him. I mean, Papa is a little scared of him because he's a bit dominant. Come on. Come on. Come on. He's a good boy. Here's the old boy. Here's the old boy. There's Sudi. You want to play with him? Come here. He says, no. I don't want to play with him. I want to play with you. I want to run around, make you run around like a crazy old lady. Oh, give it me. Give it to me. He says, no. No. What's he doing? Oh, are you going to get me? Are you going to get me, Sudi? Sudi. Woof, woof. Poor old fella. He's having such a hard time getting rid of his... Oh, no, no. You can't have the Milo, darling. No. It's not good for you. It's got chocolate in it. It's not good. Dogs can't have chocolate. You can buy Caribou treats for them, which I used to do every now and again. But he's on a diet. Yeah, Clancy said you've got to be on a diet, didn't she? He's a little bugger. Look at him. He's on there. Go! Give me it. Rah, rah. Yeah. Oh, you getting me? You getting me? Oh. Hey, Sudi, want to play hide and seek? Ready? You go. Hey, Sudi. He's deaf. That way. You go that way. I'm going to hide behind the tree. See what he does. See if he can find me. He's getting on, but he still knows how to play. Ow. 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 Walked into a patch of bindies with the thongs. Roof. Oh, got it. I got it. Tug of war. Ah, you are a very strong puppy. He's strong. Oh. Give it to me. I love playing these games. Kelpies are really good at tug of war. And sometimes you can get the two of them to do it with each other. Here comes the old boy. Oh, that sun is terrible. Let's get out of it. Papa's having a swim. She's in the little pool. There's not much water left in it. She's having a swim. Good girl, puppy love. Good girl. Woof. You're a good girl. Come on. Let's go. We've got to go back inside now because we have... Okay, when they have the meter reader come out, have to have them contained. So, he'll probably come by in about an hour or half an hour. Sometimes he comes super early. I don't know. And sometimes he come late in the afternoon. You can never predict, but you always got to be prepared. So if I'm not with them, they have to be where they're in. And those stay on their own. Because I still can't leave him with Puppy Love because she and him aren't really getting along 100% yet. So we're playing it cool, making sure everyone's safe, but having a good time. Yes, we are. Having a good time, yeah. Don't stop me now. You're having a good time. Yes, you are. Shall we go do some Queen karaoke? Shall we do it? Oh, I'm slow. I am so slow. My reflexes are slow now. Actually, I'm having trouble even seeing where that is. Come on, good boy. He's a quick boy too. We love Australia up at the farm. I live in Australia, yeah. How you going, Clint? Hang on, what is 70% of insects have died off in the last 30 years? Yeah. It's 3:52 p.m. in Kansas. Oh. Oh, 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 he got it. Yeah, it's, whoop. He's going to just tire himself out shortly. Let's hope. I need to get the mower out and do some poo scooping. He's going to go to the toilet now, which is good. That's what I want. That's what I come outside for, so he'll go to the toilet. He's still not cocking his leg again. He started doing it yesterday, but he's still doing this. He's going to do a poo. Good boy. You do your poos. I'll hold on to this. When you go and do your poo. Go do it. Come on. Go do it, or you can't come inside with me. You'll have to go back in your house. You ready? Go do it. Ah, don't jump. Yeah, good boy. I just can't believe how much energy they have. They are very energetic kelpies. Well, I can believe it. I've got 3 of them. Before I had kelpies, when I lived in the city, I had a little silky terrier cross West Highland Terrier, and I had a German Shepherd who unfortunately got run over, poor girl. She saw a cat, and we were walking along the side, on the footpath, we were walking along, and she saw a cat and she just ran and pulled the lead from me and got hit by a bus. It was horrible. She was a great dog, beautiful shepherd girl. And then after that, I just got a small dog that I could hang on to that couldn't pull me onto the road because I almost got killed as well. She just went berserk over a cat, which was stupid because we had cats and she was fine with my cats, but she saw one across the highway and boom. It's pretty sad. Her name was Kiara. She's a nice dog. Hey, buddy. Hey, ready? Ready? And get it. Can't throw very far. Good girl. All right, come on, boy. Not girl, he's a boy. Come on, bub. Let's go. Let's go before the mailman comes, the electricity man comes. We don't get mail here. We have to go to the post office to get it. We're too far out. Not close enough to town. You've got to be like... No, we're not too far out. We're not close to town, but we're too close for them to come out. So basically we have to go to the post office. We're within the post office thing. We're not in town, but we're close enough to town where they just say we've got to go to the post office and get your mail. But I like it like that because your mail's safe. You can't get it unless the post office is open. So, and she does a good job looking after everyone's stuff. So it's good. Ready? Go get it. That's better. Good boy. Now, are you dry or are you still wet? Let me feel. No, come and let me feel your legs. Good boy. Oh, let me feel that leg. Oh, you're still wet. You might have to say, time for a bit of a rest. Come on, let's go. Come on. Garden hose without any metal in it is a good thing for dogs to chew. They can chew this for hours on end. Won't hurt them. Great stick. And when it gets really hot and it's, the stuff's very soft, but it won't break. Winter time, you've got to watch it because it can shatter if it gets frozen. Come on. Ready? Here you go. Come on. Let's have a look at your house and see if we've got... What did we do with your bed last night? Oh, you did a good job. You slept nicely. Look, his bed's nice and tidy. He has not made a mess at all. Good boy. Bit of a mess here. Oh, he's knocked his water bowl over. Good thing I came in and checked on that one now. He's been eating a few things, but he'll be all right. Shall we go and fill up the water? Let's go. Fill up your water. Good boy. I need to actually fill up the bird bath too. They're going to need some water in here. I get a lot of birds during the day. And a lot of magpies. Got some white-backed magpies at the moment that have been nesting. I've got a lot of woolly wagtails eggs up in the horse shelter. So we're going to have, that'll be, well, we had 4 in the first nest, 3 in the second, so that's 7 already. Might have about 10 baby woolly wagtails this season, which is phenomenal. Usually you get 1 lot and maybe 2 survive. But they've all bred and now they're breeding back where they were born. They're in there nesting in there. Really great. Come here. Come. He's got 3 lots of water dishes and we have to give him 3 lots because he tends to knock things over because he gets a bit rowdy. Hey, buddy.